Alright, so without further ado, we'll look at the model I used as Maestro in the Their Fated Travels Warhammer Fantasy 2nd Edition roleplay tabletop games we played. Here you can see the different lighting conditions, just moving light about a little bit so you can see what it looks like under different elements. Actually using a model for this was quite important for me, being a tabletop miniature gamer anyway, but the choice of Gandalf was completely coincidental. I didn't buy this model for that purpose. I actually won the model, so I thought, well, I'll use that. So I painted up Gandalf in a way that you will probably never ever get to see him, sort of in the colours of the Celestial Wizards as I saw it. Now I didn't go for all the fancy iconography, imagery, the crescents, the moons, the stars and all this sort of business. I didn't want to go and paint all of that on. I just wanted something quick, simple, to represent me on the tabletop, just to go on the flat gridded map areas that we'd be playing on. I painted all this up in one day. It was just a one-day paint job. Paint it to a reasonable gaming standard. There you can see that I've gone at a bit of highlighting and things like that, just to make it look good to the eye if looking at it down there on the table, representing my position at times of combat. Also, you'll notice the Power Stone is painted a blue azure colour at the end of the staff, just like Maestro has it. The hair is grey because I wanted to take into account what Maestro would look like later on down the line into his career. We can see his sword there, even though this was a time before he had a sword. It just so happened that the Gandalf model of course has a sword, but it just turns out that that is Maestro's own River's Edge. I just really tried to do a fairly rough, quick, effective job on it all. You'll notice also that I didn't paint the eyes in, for example. It just didn't look right every time I did it. It just didn't seem Maestro to me, so instead I wanted to opt for what would be eyes shut in concentration.